Good afternoon. Today is the 4th of December and I'm back here again at Summit Garage in Dudley, where I've been given the keys to this rather lovely 2020 MGHS 1.5 exclusive. This particular one is a manual. Just show you that. Yes, there we go. It's a manual 6-speed. This car has literally just been launched and the list price of this is £22,995. This will be the first of several videos that you'll see on new MG models, or rather one of them is a used one, but the other two are brand new that I'm filming here, that Summit Garage have very kindly allowed me to do. Let's take a look in the boot first. Let's find the release, there we go. So this is the boot on the HS. Looks similar in size to me anyway, to the ZS. I think it's a little bit bigger though. We do have an adjustable height boot floor here. This particular car has got this sort of storage tray which you can put, has a warning triangle. There is a tyre inflation kit, just like the one that you find on something like an MG3. I imagine you could take this removable plastic shelf out. There we go, that sits down nicely. Low blind obviously in this car. Sits like so. Now this is a normal tailgate. As you can see, there's a blanked off button just there for the powered tailgate that is only available on the exclusive automatic. This being a manual, you get a normal tailgate. It's not too heavy actually, that's okay to close. Also got in here, if I can show you, the reversing camera. It's a little bit dark, but I think you can see that. Parking sensors as well, and genuine dual exhaust. They're not fake exhausts on this car, they're actually real exhausts. As I said, 69 plate. This is the 2020 model. Literally just been launched. We just closed that a bit better. There we go. Summit Garage have had this car for literally a week, and I'm very excited to be taking it out for a full review tomorrow with Mr. Franks, my long-serving videographer, along with the GS, which is this model's predecessor, and the ZS 1.5 manual, which is just in the back there. Let's take a look in the back seats. So, nice feeling door handles. You don't get soft touch plastics on the rear door tops, but you wouldn't expect that really in a car like this. When you think that this car actually costs almost the same as a base level Hyundai Tucson that only has a 1.6 normally aspirated engine with 30 less horsepower, and this is the top of the range one, it's very good value for money. Stitching in these, which reminds me of a ZS LE, or actually a pre-facelift MG3 like the one that we've got from 2014. Got some proper headrests in here, which is good. Oh yes, the cup holders. Oh yes, please. Very, very, very nice. So 2 cup holders in the armrest. And then another compartment in there. I don't know what you'd put there. Possibly your phone if you were just travelling with 2 of you in here. Let's do fold that away and do a space check. So if I get in here, incredibly easy to get in and out. Absolutely huge amounts of room. I mean, my knees are right back here. Headroom is okay too. This car's got a panoramic sunroof. I'll see if I can get that open a bit later. Big door bends, electric rear windows. I think this is real leather actually. So yes, full real leather. And I think there's a twin. Yes, it are twin USB ports. Fantastic, very, very well equipped. These seats remind me of something out of an Audi. They look a bit like the ones on an Audi Q3 S-Line, which I filmed earlier this year for my channel. I wouldn't say they are particularly to my taste, but they're nice nonetheless. let's get in the front. So we've got keyless entry in this particular car, like an MG ZS EV. If I just clamber in here, oh, it fits me like a glove. It's really comfortable. So huge brushed metal flap here, which conceals a 12-volt socket, and I believe that is 2 USB ports. I don't know what the symbol is for that one. It looks like a normal USB port to me, but maybe it's something. Hill descent control. And we've got an automatic parking brake. I'm not a massive fan of automatic parking brakes, to be honest, but it seems to be the fashion that everyone has to have one these days. I think that's the something to do with some automatic system. I'm not actually sure. I'd look that up actually. I'm not sure what that does. Got the stop-start button here, which is fantastic. The car should turn on if I press this button here, which I will do with the other hand if I switch hands here. Just get my fingers away from the lens. There we go. Right, turn that off immediately because I don't want any copyright infringement. As you can see, one main difference from the ZS, even the ZS EV, is that the climate controls along here are now within the touchscreen. I can't say that I think this is a particularly good change that they've made. I mean, we can definitely, you know, adjust for temperature fairly easily, but I don't think this is quite what I would really ideally want. I think I prefer normal physical buttons. If we go home here, one thing we do have, which is very good, is Apple Carplay and Android Auto. Obviously the phone's not connected at the moment, but you know, there we go. We go back to HVAC. You can get that from the home screen there. Dual zone climate control, the first MG I've ever seen with dual zone climate control, for a while anyway. Heated seats, which is really good, and nice and clear interface anyway. It's very similar to the one you'd find on a ZS or the ZS EV, and even the facelift MG3 has a similar thing. Everything does feel very premium. We've got a soft touch dashboard here, more soft touch materials up here and here. As I mentioned before, soft touch materials on the front doors. Let's close that quickly. We've got this rather nice blue lighting. I don't know if you can change that colour, or I'll have to have a look at that. This car's so new, there's not a lot of information out about it. If I turn it on, pushing the brake, I think I might be able to start the engine actually. Push the clutch. Hope the handbrake's on. I'll just hold it on the brake just in case. There we go, start her up. Handbrake is red at the moment. That means that we are on. There we go, that's on, so that's okay. I can release my foot off the clutch. Yes. Just adjust the temperature like so. If I go back to the home screen, go into navigation as well. This is I think MG call it the IGO system that they have. That might take a while to load. Some of the safety features we've got in here, we've got lane keep assist, we've got rear cross traffic alert, whole host of different features, bicycle detection, pedestrian detection, just the list goes on really. Lane departure warning as well. Nice clear big screen on the sat nav, very nice quality indeed. Digital readouts in the centre of the display. If I can cycle through these, yes I can. Luminance level and all that sort of stuff, digital speedometers, yeah, all kinds of different features in there, but also some nice little warning lights there to indicate whether or not your children got the seat belts on in the back. Let's turn that off. Let's have a look at the glove box. That is a very decent size. We'll see if my secret mission documents fit in there. Right, well the only thing remaining for me to do is to open the bonnet and we'll have a look at the engine. Very fancy gas struts. Very, very good indeed. I like gas struts. Same engine as on the old GS. It's a 1.5 turbocharged engine that was co-developed with General Motors, producing 165 horsepower. Obviously this one's slightly different from a GS because it has to conform to the latest Euro 6D temp regulations, WLTP and things like that. I think it does about 14 miles per gallon. We'll see about that when we go for a little drive. This car's got virtually no miles on the clock, so everything is absolutely spotless. To be honest, you could have a much bigger engine than this in the engine bay. There's a 2 litre available in other markets. And some news I found out quite recently, there is an EHS hybrid which will be on its way to the UK in about a year's time. That uses a version of this engine with electric motor and develops around 301 horsepower. 301 horsepower, that's pretty remarkable, isn't it? Be the most powerful MG for quite some time, since the Xpair SV, I should think. So that's just a quick initial look at the 2020 MG HS 1.5 exclusive manual. I have to say it does look rather nice. It's a very competitively priced car. I mean, you sort of think, well, why would I spend £23,000 on an MG? You know, they don't sell expensive cars, do they? Well, they haven't done for a while, but if you think about what this goes up against, things like the Kia Sportage and the Seat Ateca, the Ssanyon Corando. The Corando is quite well matched to this car. It also has a 1.5 litre turbocharged engine with 165 horsepower and a manual gearbox. And the sort of specification that you'd be looking at in the Corando is a little bit more expensive than this, but it's very comparable. If you wanted to say the Kia Sportage with Seat Ateca or the Hyundai Tucson, as I've mentioned, equipped to this kind of level, then you'd be looking at quite a few £1,000s more, and the starting price of this car is actually £18,000 and not £23,000 like it is in some of the other models. Obviously, being an MG, there's a 7-year 80,000 mile warranty as well. So I shall return the keys to the staff here. Thank you once again to Summit MG for allowing me to do this walk around and the filming that we've got coming up over the next few days. I've got a Facebook page, it's facebook.com/Lloyd Consulting, and my website is www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk. If you wish me to source a cars for you in particular, then do get in touch via the contact tab on the homepage of the website. Doesn't have to be an MG, of course, although, you know, it could be. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching.